A pregnant woman was locked inside a shipping container drifting at sea. When she woke up, she peered through a small hole in the wall. All she could see was endless ocean. She hurried to look for her phone, but it had already been smashed to pieces. She began opening the cardboard boxes inside the container one by one. She found a lunchbox, clothes, a television, headphones, and a bottle of liquor. Unfortunately, none of it was of any help. All she could do was change out of her soaking, wet clothes. Suddenly, she heard someone shouting for help outside. Through the hole, she saw another container sinking. Her heart stopped. Her husband was supposed to be inside that one. In her panic, she remembered the SIM card might still work. She quickly put the card into an old flip phone and called her husband over and over, but no one ever picked up. She could only watch as the container slipped beneath the waves. In complete despair, she picked up a knife and held it to her wrist, ready to end her suffering. But the thought of the baby in her belly made her stop. She decided she had to stay alive for the child that night. A violent storm swept across the ocean, and right at that moment, Lisa went into labor. Alone in the swaying container, she miraculously gave birth to a baby girl. Water kept flooding into the container. She used a power drill to make drainage holes in the walls and found a long rope. She pushed the rope through a hole near the top and used all her strength to pull open the upper hatch. Holding her newborn tightly, she thanked her daughter for giving her courage. At last, she climbed out of the sealed container with the baby in her arms. One day, Lisa saw a plane flying overhead. She rushed back inside, smashed a piece of glass, then climbed onto the roof of the container and held the shard up high, hoping to reflect sunlight toward the plane. But no matter how long she stood there, no one noticed her. That night, she braided the headphone wires into a fishing net. The next day, she put the baby's feces into it and lay flat on the roof in silence. Sure enough, a school of fish gathered. She seized the moment and pulled the net tight, catching a large fish. For the first time, she finally had fresh food to eat. After filling her stomach, she built a simple drainage setup and slowly emptied the container. But because she'd been exposed to seawater for so long, on the 26th day of being stranded, the container suddenly began taking in large amounts of water. It was about to sink completely, and she and the baby had no choice but to stay on top. She made a tiny raft for the child. One day, a seabird appeared overhead, a sign that land had to be close. Lisa had no idea how long they'd been drifting. Her consciousness faded little by little until a fishing boat finally spotted them and hauled the baby's raft aboard. When the fishermen saw the child, they were shocked. Then they noticed a rope tied to the raft. They pulled the rope upward, and to their amazement, Lisa emerged from the water too. Her face was pale and bluish. The fishermen rushed to perform first aid. When she finally regained consciousness and saw the fisherman's son, tears streamed down her face. This was real. She had survived. After watching the film, feel free to share your thoughts. The movie is the Spanish film Nowhere.